Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 195, going through my vinyl collection, an album or so at a time. Got a very special soundtrack for you today, but first a quick announcement. I'm actually rendering everything right now, but I've got a double episode coming to you this weekend on the Haskincast podcast, 2-hour podcast on Saturday, 2-hour podcast on Sunday, and we're only halfway through the subject. So lots of fun to celebrate the 50th anniversary of a very special movie that I happen to love very much. So check those out. I've also got a new Mental Sauna video coming to you out this weekend as well. So what day is today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. It's Wednesday. There you go. So today I'm going back to 1979 to a soundtrack to a very interesting sports-related movie that's about very little sports. It's really more about building characters and storyline and all that. And I'm talking about the 1979 movie Rocky II. Love this soundtrack. Love the simplicity of the cover here, the black and yellow. Obviously this is not designed for the soundtrack. It's the movie poster, but I really, really like that. It's simple. Doesn't, much like the movie, it doesn't need to be a lot of things. It's, for a sports movie, there's so little actual sports or boxing in it. This is on the United Artists label. The vinyl here is in near mint condition, which is really nice. I love those colors too. That's a nice color burst. The jacket is in, what did I put it in? Very good. Why did Emily put it in very good? Because it looks better than that. Let's see. Might have been a little snappy back then with the it's not perfect. Oh yeah, now I see why. Okay, so overall it looks good, but there's some writing on there because people need to let you know who owns their fucking album. Then we have, just a little bit of shelfware. That's actually not too bad, but we do have this really nasty crease right here. It looks like it got smashed. It looks like there's a little residue from the price tag. I could probably get that off. But yeah, it's unfortunate. A little bit of bubbling down here at the bottom. May have been had a little liquid on it. Back on the front, we've got a little bit down here too. So yeah, it's unfortunately not in the best of shape, but the vinyl is, and that is of course the most important. Let's see what we got inside. So this is the only album I have on the United Artists label. So this is kind of interesting. We've got Kenny Rogers and Dottie West, Crystal Gale, the best of Willie Nelson, Dusty Springfield. Ian Gillan in his youth was on tour with Dusty Springfield, said he learned a lot. Oh, and look at what is on the back. This is really cool. Well, I don't know if it's the back or the front, to be honest, because there's no front or back. This is a bit crinkled up, but that happens even in shipping. But White Snake Trouble. That's pretty cool. I have that. I don't know that was released on United Artists as well. But where do I have it? Because I don't think my copy's on United Artists. Why is that hard to say? No, mine's on Sunburst. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, great stuff here. So a little bit on the soundtrack. We have there's no deaths in this movie. That really didn't start until Rocky III. But so side one, we get Redemption, which is the theme to Rocky II. That's the opening credits. That's Bill Conti. What a great composer. Then we go with Gonna Fly Now. From the first movie, it's a classic. Then we get my favorite piece. I don't know why this is the order, because I don't think that plays until the fight, unless it's from when they're showing at the beginning, when they're showing the end of Rocky 1 with the fight sequence there. So they may have placed it there because of that. Yeah, that's Conquest, and that is such an amazing piece of music. That also appears in Rocky 3, but they used the Rocky 2 recording because when you're paying an orchestra $100,000 an hour or whatever it was back in 1981, or was it 81 or 82 when Rocky 3 came out? But either way, very expensive. You're not re-recording songs you don't need to re-record. Then we end with a Vigil, which it says that is a horn solo. I think that's when Adrian was in her coma and Rocky was just, sitting there probably during the parts where he was reading to her. And why is that going out? That's weird. Okay. Then we flip over to side 2. We've got All of My Life, which is a vocal piece. Can't think of what that is. Then we get the overture, which is a weird place for an overture. Usually that's first part of side A. then Two Kinds of Love, and then an instrumental piano version of All of My Life. So it's a really bizarre setup for the soundtrack because, it's typically a sports movie. You're going to end on power, the big fight scene, somebody wins the title or somebody retains the title. All this adrenaline and everything comes to a head at the end of the movie. So typically the soundtrack would follow more the order of the movie. So I feel like it's somewhat out of order. Conquest should have probably been the very last piece, or maybe the Rocky theme, maybe Redemption. I don't know. Either way, it's a bizarre order of pieces of music. But what a great movie! Again, it's mostly storytelling and a lot less about actual sports and the fight. The fight is fantastic. Better than the Rocky 1 fight, I think. But yeah, great movie. Burgess Meredith, Burt Young, Talia Shire, Sylvester Stallone, Carl Weathers. I mean, it's such a great cast of people and definitely worth watching. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of this. Today is Wednesday, so a new episode of the Haskincast podcast came out. Being the first of the month, I'm digging into something classical, so covering the first 5 parts of Mozart's Requiem today, and then tomorrow back on Smoke on the Podcast, my podcast going through Deep Purple's catalog one at a time. God, I do a ridiculous amount of content, don't I? Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.